Hello, this is Brodsky with Windy City Legal, where we focus on estate planning and real estate. In this episode, I want to talk about the biggest mistake you can make with a trust. Before we get started, let me tell you, if you have questions about estate planning, you can go to windycityestateplan.com and pick a time to sign up, and we'll chat about them. That's windycityestateplan.com. So, what is the biggest mistake you can make with a trust? Let's take a step back. When you do estate planning and elect a trust, you are electing certain benefits, including potentially the ability to administer assets outside of a probate process, the ability to provide for a structure for the beneficiaries, which may include your children or perhaps people with special needs. And so you want everything to be able to flow continuously and in an organized way. The biggest mistake you could make once you've created the trust is not to fund it. Funding a trust means transferring assets into it. And the process may vary a little bit depending on what the asset is. But basically, the trust is only going to control what it holds. For real estate, that involves having a deed executed and recorded. For bank accounts, that may require retitling the account. For other types of assets, it may require documentation to assign the asset into the trust, or to retitle it, or to name other beneficiaries that include the trust, perhaps either as a primary or contingent beneficiary. And all of that can be gone over when you are signing the trust agreement itself or the trust amendment, if appropriate. But the bottom line is, once that trust is signed, there are going to be steps you need to take to transfer the assets into the trust that you want the trust to hold. For a lot of the assets, they are documents that you, as the settler or the person making the trust, are going to need to do. Banks, brokerages, insurance companies want to hear from you as the account holder, not some third party. And that's for security reasons, but it does mean that you're going to have to take care of those things once the trust is signed and able to receive the assets or be designated as a beneficiary. Just something to keep in mind, because we want to make sure that the trust is going to function as intended, and that means that you've gone through the process all the way and transferred in what needs to be transferred in, and then the trust will then be able to administer all of those assets for the benefit of the children or the family members or whoever else is going to receive the benefits of the trust. It would be a shame to forget to do that and then have the beneficiaries wind up in a probate situation that you were trying to do planning to avoid being in. And, in some cases, they may need the continuity that a trust can provide and don't want to get stuck in a court process that may take months or years. So be sure to fund the trust once it's created. If you have questions on how to do it or how to create a trust, feel free to reach out to us here at Windy City Legal. If there is somebody that would benefit from seeing this video that please feel free to share it with them. And until next time, thanks for listening. I appreciate you guys and look forward to talking with you again soon. Take care.